internet! I am just walking out of Despicable Me 4, and this movie is so fun, so charming, so warm. It is so saccharine, sweet, and fun. If you have kids, I feel like this is already a no-brainer, but if you're an adult and undecided about how to see it and when to see it, I do think IMAX is at the light for a movie like this because the texture and the evolution of the animation is so stunning on movies like this. Like, these movies are rich with world building, and to be honest, like, the Minions are a blast. I had so much more fun with this than I necessarily expected. I do think it is a franchise for all ages, and I think more and more that's how you get people to the theater. Like, it needs to be for kids and adults alike, and I think that the kids side of this is absolutely apparent. It is nonstop funny. My audience kept laughing, but for the adults, there's a lot of, like, good morals and world building, and to be honest, like, the characters they use from earlier films are used here in interesting ways. It grows very Fast Five like there's elements of family, and there's throwbacks, and there's Easter eggs, and there's all the things that I think as a movie theater culture we look for now. I don't think there's in sequels a simple linear path. I think more and more it's what are the details, what are the story evolutions, and not in the traditional narrative way, but in the looking for little Easter eggs and anecdotal things kind of way. But the narrative version of evolution is delightful. To see Gru as a parent, to see Gru in a position of not having the same power in his despicableness, to see Gru have to fight a rival version of himself. There's a villain played by Will Ferrell that's very much the anti-Gru, and instead of minions, he's got little cockroaches, and there's a lot of really fun, cool parallels in villainy, and I don't know, the Minions are adorable. It's really fun. It's really silly. I laughed a lot. There's a badger and a lot of good badger jokes. I don't know. I really didn't know going into this what I wanted, but then I remember at all times with Minions that I love these movies. I think Despicable Me and Minions are really just that ice cream sandwich after a good meal. They're fun. You know you love them. They're sweet. It's dependable. And it's just a joy in the summer to have a new Despicable Me movie. So I recommend it. I like the new cast. I like the old cast. I like this world. If you got kids, see Despicable Me 4. If you don't have kids, I don't have kids. I love Despicable Me 4. Had a blast with it. It's a good time at the movies with this and Inside Out. Hope you dig it. Also, the soundtrack has this incredible ability to, like, hit these notes that make you just, like, vibe. It's such a vibe of a soundtrack. Everything feels just, like, cool and effortless, kind of like an NERD album. Like, there's this, I mean, I'm sure Pharrell's involved, but there's just this effortless cool to the fun of the movie. I don't know, surprised me. Oh, and very final thought, superhero fans, there is a great Fantastic Four almost Minion team. Did not expect it to be that direct of a reference, but it absolutely is hilarious. They go away for a while. When they come back, you're delighted. Didn't expect the superhero antics from the Minions, and really like the FF debuting in Minions.